Hello, good morning. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons. Okay, so here we have today our Demonstrator Mazda MX-30. This is the Makoto, so top of the line, presented in Polymetal grey. Now these are is our first full electric vehicle, and I think it's quite misunderstood. And I'll explain why. Now, when Mazda went out to make it their electric vehicle, they didn't set out to make a car with a massive range that was very expensive, cost a lot to charge, and was made from materials that weren't particularly environmentally friendly. So they set out to make a car that was affordable, and when it came out, it was like the first electric vehicle to be sort of 30k, sub 30k. Obviously prices have risen since, and they've removed the government grants, which is always inevitable on electric vehicles, but these were a more affordable EV. Now the way they kept those costs down, this car has a range, I would say, I don't know what the spec says, but I would say between 120 and 150 miles, okay, depending if you're sort of a town driver or not. Town driving will give you more mileage, and what the range I'm sort of stating there, you will get. I know a lot of manufacturers claim to achieve a much higher range, but from feedback from customers, in particular a customer that had a Tesla actually, who bought our first, funnily enough, diesel CX-60, which is the cleanest diesel on the market, he was saying in winter months he was getting like 180 miles, and he had a very sort of high spec Tesla, so that sort of surprised me. What surprised me more was the build quality. The build quality was terrible, but this MX-30 has been put together very, very well, and they've used recyclable parts, sustainable materials. Let's give you a little tour. Now you've got a good sized boot, all right, very good sized boot. You get these leads with the car, okay. You've got the Bose premium sound systems, that's a little speaker there. You've got your 3-pin lead plus your fast charging lead there. Now my son's come along today. He's absolutely obsessed with cars. Hello, Zane. I hope you don't mind. This car's got these freestyle doors. Mazda had these on the RX-8, which makes it easy to get in and out, and it adds a bit of quirkiness. To get in the back here, you got these on the driver's side because you've got an electric seat. You've got those adjustments there. Now we don't have many customers that have probably used the back seats of this car, but they are usable, and you've got the ISOFIX anchorages, okay. But this is, in my opinion, a city dweller's car, or somebody's second car. That's what I think. Now obviously this is all new, this EV stuff, and you've got to sort of almost like change your chip when thinking about cars. I drive a car, it costs me about £150 to fill up with diesel, and then I drive around for 600 miles and I'm lugging around unnecessary weight. Yeah, but unfortunately I don't have a petrol station on my driveway, or diesel station on my driveway. With an electric vehicle, you should have really a charger at home, okay, or at work, or somewhere that's very accessible. And then it really makes sense, because after every journey, you don't have to, but of course you just sort of plug it in. So I'd say it's changing your sort of thought process when it comes to things. Say I live 15 miles from work, so I'm a 30-mile round trip a day. This car is ideal as a commuter. I can go the longer route to work, which would entail the motorway. I could do that as well, but I'm a bit of an early riser, so I miss all the traffic, so I go the shorter route. But I've got a charger at work, so I can charge this at work, get about 4 trips comfortably without getting range anxiety, and it does me fine, really makes a lot of sense for me, all little trips around, etc. But if you're going to go on a long journey, you know, you'd take something else or plan your route carefully. But for myself, this would definitely be a second car. So let's run you through some specs. You've got electric seat up front with memory, 360 camera, so this is really well spec'd. And also, even it being well spec'd, it's also of a very, very good quality. And don't take my word for it, come and have a look. Whereas I have, and I don't like knocking other brands, but I have seen some other brands and sat in them out of curiosity and whatnot, and we have sold a few, and I've not been impressed. I really haven't. But very impressed by the way this has been put together. You've got rake and reach adjustment on the steering wheel, radar cruise control, auto lights, wipers. The lights are amazing, absolutely amazing. I can see more at night than I can in the day, if that makes any sense to you at all. Now, you've got your paddle shifts here, right? Now, what this is for, regenerative braking. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. So instead of using your brakes, you can use this. So it's almost like a dynamo, and it will recharge the battery. That's why when you're doing a lot of city driving, you do a lot of start and stop, certainly around London anyway, the car will start charging itself rather than if you're just sort of on the motorway or on more trips where you wouldn't have as much slowing down, you know, as many traffic lights, etc. So that's a really clever part of it, and it works really, really well. So you've got that there. You've got high beam control, which is fantastic. Look, this car's still got its plastic on, so I'm going to leave that. It's only done 1,047 miles. Obviously that will change as this car does get used on a regular basis. You got your heated steering wheel, heated seats, multimedia commander controlled from here. Let me go through some things. So you got your information here, which shows you about obviously your energy efficiency, etc. Entertainment, DAB radio, Bluetooth, USBs, communication. Pair up, you can pair your phone up, and it's a very quick, slick system. The navigation is superb. I've never had to use any other. I haven't thought, oh, this isn't as good as the one that I've got on my phone, because of course you can mirror your phone sat nav, because this car is equipped with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But I've used that traveling across Europe, and it's been absolutely fine. Safety on all the Mazdas now. They've got an incredible amount of safety features. Let's just go through a few very briefly. Automatic door locks, yeah. Relock, keyless walk-away lock, yeah. I'm going to actually activate that. So when I walk away with the keys on my person, the car will lock. Exterior lighting, you've got the adaptive LED lights, so that the lights will turn as you turn. Coming home light, leaving home lights. Occupant comfort, look at this. Driver's seat temperature. So links the operation of selected occupant comfort features with the automatic climate control. How about that? All right. So you don't have to do your seat and your climate control and your heated steering wheel. Let's go back. Safety settings. Driver assistance system. Radar cruise controls, traffic light speed limit sync. So it goes on and on and on. Safety alerts, front cross traffic alerts. So if you're pulling out of a junction or out of your driveway, somebody's coming along that you can't see, perhaps due to parked cars, for example, it will warn you. And same for the rear. That would come in really useful coming out of my drive. Lane departure warning, if you were to veer out of a lane without indicating. The steering wheel will vibrate. Blind spot monitoring, if someone wants to undertake you or overtake you, it will also warn you. Active safety, collision avoidance, I mean the list goes on and on. Lane keep assist, so you'll feel a bit of resistance in the steering if you're going along in between white lines. So the list goes on and on and on. Oh, excuse me. So a well-equipped car, wonderfully put together. Yeah, great technology. And they drive really well. In fact, this car drives so well, it makes me want to drive it enthusiastically. That's a bit naughty, but because it's so zippy. So I think Mazda have tried to keep that sports car pedigree in this car. Oh, I forgot to mention you've also got the heads-up display. All right. Now, I hope I've come across well and sort of explained why I think this car is misunderstood. Yeah, because I think people get very fixated on range on cars, you know, but it's not about that. As I say, they could have made this with a much bigger range, but it would be more environmentally friendly. Friendly, the opposite, unfriendly, damaging, and sort of defeats the object about looking after the environment, and it would come at a very high price tag. Yeah. Oh, a bit of trivia for you. There's cork here. Yeah. And this cork, the significance of that cork is because Mazda's original factory back like 100 years ago was a cork factory. There you go. And I believe this material here, which I couldn't really tell you what it is made from, I think, recycled bottles. So, enough on the car. A few things about ourselves. We've been a Mazda dealer for many, many years. But we pride ourselves on having very good customer service. So please do check out our reviews. Particularly our Google reviews, okay? You'll see we're a customer-focused business, and we want you to have a seamless, enjoyable buying experience. So, part exchange, for example, even if you don't have a Mazda or a Suzuki, because we'll sell Suzuki new, doesn't mean you won't get the best deal. We want your part exchange, regardless of what it is, okay? And if you have a look at our used car offering, you'll see we sell all makes and models, okay? So that adds to our sort of customer experience, not to have a disjointed buying purchasing experience. But please do punch your reg number in and do all those things you're heavily encouraged to do these days, but get in touch with us, okay? And we are here to help, and we're here to help 7 days a week, and you know, we do sort of an after hours service, so drop us an email if it's out of hours, or pick up the phone, leave a voicemail, and we shall come back to you. Okay, so part exchange we covered. We've got great finance facilities, and we can do a delivery. We can deliver the car to you. We can send you more photos, videos, any information that I've missed, because I've probably missed quite a great deal. And yeah, we can come back to you ASAP. So many thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye bye.